Hey gamers, ever dreamt about becoming a game developer but felt back by expensive courses and pressure of a formal degree? Don't worry, you can also make it without spending a fortune. In this video, I will explain to you how you can become a game developer for absolutely free. But you have to become John Wick. You have to become a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. If you can do that, let's start the video. Hi, I am Gogul Surendran, a game developer from India. Before starting, I have to be honest, I didn't take this path. I joined an expensive bootcamp to become a game developer. But here is the truth, you don't need to do the same. With the internet and the right mindset, you can also learn everything on your own. But remember, nothing in this life is truly free. While you not spend a lot of money, but you have to spend your time, your focus, and you should be committed to this. You also need a decent PC or a laptop and a good internet connection. If you got all that, let's go through the roadmap of becoming a self-taught game developer step by step. The first step is to pick your game engine. If your goal is to get a job in this industry, you have two major options, Unity or Unreal. If you are a complete beginner with no coding experience, I recommend Unity for you. It has great documentation, lot of tutorials, and a huge community, which means you will get your answers quick. One thing to remember, game engines are just tools. They don't make games, you do. A game made in Unreal can be made in Unity and vice versa. So don't stress too much in this choice. Pick one, stick to it, and let's move on to the next step. The best way to learn game development is by making games. You can read 100 books about how to ride a bike, but unless you hop onto one, you will not learn how to ride a bike. Game development is also the same. Start small and follow a beginner-friendly tutorial in YouTube. If you are using Unity, I recommend checking out Bracke's. His beginner tutorials are really old, but one of the best out there. I will leave a link in the description. By the end of that first tutorial, you will have made your own first game. You will also know if game development is something you truly enjoy. If you are excited to learn more, let's keep going. While making your first game, you have probably written some code. Now it is the time to understand what the code really does. In Unity, you will be using C#. In Unreal, you can use C++, or you can also use Blueprint, which is a visual scripting system. But even if you choose the visual scripting, understanding the basics of programming will help you a lot. I highly recommend watching the Harvard CS50 video, which is in YouTube and which is completely free, which will give you a very good foundation in programming. Once you got your coding fundamentals in place, we can move on to the next step. Let's talk about visibility, because just learning is not enough to get a job. You need to showcase your work and connect with the right people. Itch.io is where you will be uploading your games, even the small ones. This will eventually become your game portfolio. Later, you can add these links to your resume and your job application. Treat it like your personal website for games. Next is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is your professional network. Start posting your progress, no matter how small. A screenshot, a bug fix, or a new lesson you learned. This will show your consistency, growth, and passion. And yes, recruiters do check this. Next is GitHub. GitHub is good to show off your coding skills. And also you can use GitHub to back up your projects. You should learn how to operate Git and GitHub. You can learn it by just watching tutorials. It's really easy. Next is Discord communities. There are a lot of good Discord communities with lot of developers. They can help you with solving your problems, asking for doubts, and all those things. Sometimes job opportunities also comes through these communities before they go public. Next thing will be optional. You can also start a YouTube channel like this, and you can share your progress, your devlogs, and all those things. But that can be tiring for many people, so I will not suggest. But if you can, do that too. Also, begin to improve your communication skills. You will need this during a job interview and when you communicate with other team members. So improve your English speaking skills. If you don't have, try to speak, try to watch YouTube videos, try to watch movies, try to improve your speaking at least. The only point is the other person should understand what you are speaking. Okay, then let's go to the next point. Now it's time to build games, and this is the most important thing in becoming a game developer. Don't aim to build your dream game just now. Start with small, achievable projects like cloning an already existing game, making small games like old classic games like Pong and Flappy Birds. You can learn a lot from making these games. In the beginning, follow full tutorials. After making a few games, try a different approach. Watch the full tutorial once and try to make the game on your own from scratch. Only return to the video whenever you are stuck. This will train your brain for solving problems instead of just copying stuff. I highly recommend you checking out the 20 game challenge. It has a list of game ideas arranged by difficulty. Each game will teach you a new skill, from basic mechanics to more advanced topics like optimization, multiplayer, ad integration, mobile development, core routines, shaders, and much more. And remember, for each game, the game should be fully playable. The game should be uploaded to itch.io. Your friends should play and give you feedbacks. Upon those feedbacks, you should change something in the game and update the game. You should also post about this game in your LinkedIn page, and if possible, you should ask an experienced developer to review your games and give you feedbacks. And remember to only go to the next game after finishing the last one, and try to make the new games better than the last one. This is only the way you get better. Once you have made 10 games, you will feel really confident, but don't stop here. Make 20 games in total and try to make these games from different genres: VR, AR, 2D platformer, 2.5D platformer, 3D games, FPS shooters, anything you want. But try not to stick to just one genre. By doing all this, you will have a solid game dev portfolio. You'll also have experience in different genres and mechanics. And this also proves your consistency and improvement. Also, at this point, start to learn data structures and algorithms, DSA. Even though most game dev jobs don't test you on advanced DSA, having a basic understanding will help your problem solving skills and make you a better programmer. When you have done all this, start to build a resume. Link your itch.io and GitHub profiles to that. Add 4 to 5 of your best games and add a short description about what you learned and what you did on those projects. I will also link my resume in the description if you want to take a look. So next step will be interview preparation. So here is what a typical interview process looks like. First, you will have a HR round, sometimes in video call or sometimes by phone. They will mostly ask about your resume and your background. There will be questions like, tell me about yourself, what games did you make, and what are your salary expectations. And this is where your communication skills really matters. Most candidates will fail at this round because they can't express themselves very clearly. And try to practice more. There are many videos in YouTube for this. Try to learn, try to talk in front of a mirror if that's what you need. But try to improve your communication skills like talking and all. The next round will be the technical round. A developer from the company will ask you about your game dev experience, questions from C#, Unity, programming, object-oriented programming, everything. They will also ask you about your projects and you should explain your projects and be prepared for this. You can also learn these like how to present your projects and all in YouTube. There are multiple videos for this. So be prepared for this. The next thing will be machine task. You will be usually asked to make a game or a mechanics in a limited time. Follow the instructions carefully, try to build a good game and submit it on time with proper documentation and commenting. Then you have to wait for the response, and sometimes some companies will combine these steps or they will add new rounds too. Make sure you are prepared for all this. There are many YouTube videos that goes through all the interview preparations and all. There are videos about interview questions and answers. So watch all them, try to prepare yourself. So now you are ready to hit the job market. You can apply on LinkedIn, Naukri, and there are many other websites. You can also directly go to the company's website and apply there too. But don't apply randomly. Try to tailor your resume according to the company. If the company is making VR games, put the VR games you made in the resume first. And if the company is making 2D platformer games, then you have to put your 2D platformer games in the resume first. So track your applications in a spreadsheet. That's what I did. And at least apply for 100 companies and follow up after 1 or 2 weeks. If you don't hear them back, you can also ask for recommendations from people who are working in the company. Most of the time they will be happy to do that. It is a numbers game, so don't get discouraged if you get rejected. Every no will bring you closer to a yes. And that's it. Becoming a game developer without a fancy degree or an expensive course can be possible. If you are willing to show up every day, stay consistent and keep learning. No expensive courses, no fancy degrees, just you, your computer and your determination. If this video was helpful for you, then subscribe to the channel, like the video and share this video to your friend who wants to make games. And hey, if you start your game dev journey today, tag me in your LinkedIn or YouTube. I would love to see what you build and I would love to play them also. So until next time, keep learning, keep building and never stop dreaming. Happy coding, and I will see you in the next video.